Welcome you all. In this lecture, we are going to have a discussion on seepage velocity. So seepage velocity is in fact, it is the actual velocity. Seepage velocity is the actual velocity. Why it is actual velocity? Because you see, we have discharge velocity many times, Darcy's law. According to Darcy's law, velocity of flow is directly proportional to hydraulic gradient. V is equal to Ki, the proportional constant is K. This K is coefficient of permeability of soil. Now the thing is, here you see whatever we are seeing in this picture, it is discharge velocity. It is not actual velocity. The reason is very simple, the actual velocity we also called seepage velocity. So here you see, let us see this picture, imaginary picture. Here you see we have volume of solids, and here you see what I'm trying to tell you. Here you see we have this is wide portion, and within solids, this hatched portion is solids. So within solids, we can expect whites. One can see now if the entire soil area is capital A, now this is area of whites because this portion is whites. So now let us see now, once you see water is flowing through whites of soil mass, not through soil. It is very interesting to understand. Water is not flowing through soil, it is flowing through whites of soil mass. That's why here you see the velocity of water passing through whites of soil is called Vs, that I am trying to call as actual velocity, because actually the water is passing through whites of soil. That's why we are going to designate with V suffix S. V suffix S is meant for seepage velocity, also called actual velocity. So water is actually passing through whites of soil mass, Vs. So total V is, this is the discharge velocity. So now you see total area, capital A. So this is the area of whites. Now you see, let me apply the continuity equation. Everyone knows the continuity of flow. So AV is equal to Vs into AB. Here you see, what do you mean by AV? Area of whites. So just now we discussed capital A, total area of the soil. Now A suffix V is the area of the whites. Now you see, by rearranging this equation, here you see continuity equation, AV is equal to AV into Vs. Now I want Vs. So how to get Vs now? Here you see now how to get Vs. Vs is equal to V into A by AV. Now one can see, now this is area. This is the area occupied by whites. Now, so what we are going to do now, we are trying to convert this area into volume. So now someone can ask me, sir, how you will convert area into volume? So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator with length of this specimen. So now capital L into capital L, area into capital L, area of whites into capital L. So now it's became volume. Volume is area into length. So this is volume of the soil sample. Now area of whites into length, this becomes volume of whites. Volume of whites. Now one can see now seepage velocity Vs is equal to theoretical velocity V into V by Vv. Now it is very interesting to know, I can write Vs is equal to V by Vv by volume of whites by total volume of the soil. No doubt. What do you mean by volume of whites by total volume of the soil? This is nothing but porosity. Porosity. So porosity is also called percentage whites, which is a ratio of volume of whites to total volume of soil. Now seepage velocity Vs is equal to V by N. Vs is equal to V by N. So Vs is the seepage velocity, which is also called actual velocity. And here you see, I can write here V is Ki. As you know, Darcy's law, V is equal to Ki by N. Now this K by N, I would like to write as Kp. Now Kp into I, Vs is seepage velocity, is equal to Kp into I. Just like V is equal to Ki. Now we are trying to say that Vs is equal to Kp into I. What is Kp now? Just now we have seen here, Kp is equal to K by N. This Kp is called coefficient of percolation. But always, we all know that porosity is always less than 1. So that's why seepage velocity is always greater than uh, theoretical velocity. So discharge velocity. So actual velocity is always greater than actual velocity. What you are trying to call actual velocity. Uh, the actual velocity, what you are trying to call seepage velocity, which is always greater than discharge velocity. In similar lines, we can say coefficient of percolation is always greater than coefficient of permeability of soil. Coefficient of permeability of soil. Here you see coefficient of percolation is Kp, coefficient of permeability is K. So Kp is always greater than K. So someone is trying to ask me what is Kp? Kp means K by N. Kp is equal to K by N. So let me tell you now finally the relationship between seepage velocity, that we are also called actual velocity, and discharge velocity is ultimately we can speak simply Vs is equal to V by N. What is Vs? This seepage velocity. What is V? Discharge velocity. So V is equal to Ki. As you know, Darcy's law, Ki by N. Now K by N we are trying to call Kp. Kp into I. As we discussed, Vs is equal to Kp into I, where Kp is coefficient of percolation. Now Kp is equal to K by N. So finally, it is good to understand that Kp is always greater than K. And also, it is worthy to mention seepage velocity is always greater than discharge velocity. Vs is always greater than V. So here, now I am trying to present one numerical example for the benefit of all. Let us see now. A constant head permeability test. So I'm going to present one numerical example, which is appeared in examination also in the way back. So here you see a constant head permeability test was conducted on a sand sample of length. Here you see L is given, length is 250 millimeter. That I am trying to call 25 centimeter. And also area is given, it is 2000 millimeter square in area. The head loss was 500 mm. This I am trying to call as capital H, which is equal to 50 centimeter. And here you see it is equal to 20 centimeter square. So anyhow, here you see, and the discharge was found to be 260 ml in 130 seconds. So 260 cc in 130 seconds. So determine the coefficient of permeability of sand sample. Many times you see, whenever you got constant head permeability test, we know this is the typical setup. One can see this is the constant head. This is the length of the soil sample. And we have area, cross-sectional area. It is given 20 centimeter square. In fact, it is given 2000 millimeter square. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. That's why now 20 centimeter square. Now the length of the sample is given in millimeter, but we are not happy. Now we convert it in centimeter. So 25. Now the amount of water collected, which is water passed through soil sample, it was collected in a measuring jar. Now graduated jar. Now you see here the volume, that is amount of water collected in time. From that we will get discharge, 260 ml, 260 centimeter cube by 130 seconds. Now we are getting 2 centimeter cube per second. This is discharge. Now we want to determine permeability, coefficient of permeability from constant head method. K is equal to QL by AH. Now K is equal to 2 centimeter cube per second. This is discharge. Length, as you know, 25 centimeter. Area of cross-section area of soil sample, 20 centimeter square. Head as we know, head is given, it is 50 centimeter. Now we are getting, now here see centimeters are getting cancelled, centimeter cube by centimeter square. Ultimately we are getting centimeter per second. So once again I am trying to tell you, coefficient of permeability having equivalent units of velocity. Now the question is further extended. What is expecting, apart from permeability, we need to calculate superficial and seepage velocity. You see here, superficial velocity means it is not actual velocity. That means he is expecting us to calculate discharge velocity. So we can able to calculate discharge velocity, which we are trying to call superficial velocity. V is equal to Ki according to Darcy's law. Now K is with us. Just now we calculated 5 into 10 power minus 2 centimeter per second into I. I means hydraulic gradient, H by L. Yeah, H is given, head 50, L length of the soil sample is 25. Now velocity, in fact, it is superficial velocity is 0.1 centimeter per second. Now let us proceed now. We need to determine seepage velocity now, actual velocity. Vs is equal to, what is the relationship between Vs, V and N? Just now we discussed Vs is equal to V by N. Now it is the time to discuss how to determine porosity. As you know, here you see, he has given in question dry unit weight of the soil and specific gravity of solids, 17.8 and 2.62 respectively. Now, by seeing these values, we are getting an idea because we know the fundamentals, the relationship between porosity and void ratio. N is equal to E by 1 plus E. Now, somebody is very much interested to know how to calculate E once we are having gamma D and GS. So, how to determine E? This we have a formula. Here you see E is equal to G gamma W by gamma D minus 1. Take gamma of water 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Now GS 2.62 into 9.81 divided by gamma D is given 17.8 minus 1. So I'm getting void ratio 0.443. From that I can able to calculate porosity because we all know the fundamental relationship between porosity and void ratio. N is equal to E by 1 plus C. I'm getting 0.3069. Here you see, now we want to calculate seepage velocity because our interest is to determine actual velocity that we are also called seepage velocity. Vs is equal to V by N. I have V, you know that I got V, that is superficial velocity. In simple way, we can call discharge velocity. We got it is 0.1 centimeter per second. Now 0.1 by N, N I just know I got E by 1 plus E, it is 0.3069. Just the 0.1 by 0.3069. Now I'm getting 0.325 centimeter per second. So this is the answer. Now it is very interesting to discuss now Vs, whatever I got 0.325 centimeter per second, which is greater than V. V is 0.1 centimeter per second. That's why it is always worthy to mention seepage velocity is always greater than seepage velocity. Actual velocity is always greater than superficial velocity.